In the Paldea region, we were introduced to Convergent Evolutions, a concept wherein two species with very distant origins begin to resemble one another due to being exposed to similar pressures and conditions, evolving to exhibit similar traits to combat these similar challenges. So far, only two evolution lines have this quality, being the Wacreo line resembling the Dacreo line and the Toadscrew line resembling the Tentacruel line. So as I was thinking about the concept, I remembered the Pokemon of Mimikyu. It wears a piece of clothing over its body that resembles a Pikachu. Since we can confidently say that Mimikyu itself has no relation to the Pikachu family, wouldn't this then be a convergent evolution? Let's first ask if the piece of clothing itself is a part of Mimikyu's actual body. We have seen in the Pokemon anime that Mimikyu is able to get rid of its outfit, implying that it is not directly bonded to the material. The Sun, Moon, and Shield Pokédex entries for its busted form would similarly imply this, describing that the cloak it wears was made with effort, and that it can patch it up, making it clear that Mimikyu itself created and stitched together its outfit of a separate material from itself. However, when we look at its shiny form, we never get to clearly see if what is below the disguise also changes its color, which may imply that the outfit changed color similarly changes the color of what is underneath, too, for it to still be classified as a shiny. But we really just don't know. A more concrete example, however, is when Mimikyu hatches from the egg. Immediately after birth, it already has the cloak. This means that by some evolutionary process, Mimikyu slowly began developing the ability to be born with the disguise already made, or perhaps being a natural part of its body. Mimikyu's Moon Pokédex entry states that the reason for it having its current appearance is to get closer to people and Pokemon. Clearly, Mimikyu is already powerful enough to defend itself, as its Sun and Ultra Sun entries state that even the mere sight of it is capable of killing someone out of shock, with many more talking about its viciousness and taking revenge against those who've wronged it. Instead of having evolved to protect itself, it instead evolved to be able to connect with those around it and not be treated as some sort of vile creature. Now let's go to Pikachu. None of its Pokédex entries imply any sort of evolutionary explanation for its appearance. However, I do have one piece of evidence to prove that it did change in some form. In older sprites and pictures of Pikachu, it was shown to be significantly fatter than it appears as today. As time had marched on, however, Pikachu became slimmer and slimmer. I am thus compelled to believe that in order to maintain its likability to trainers, it evolved to be slimmer and more expressive and friendly appearance-wise, similarly to Mimikyu. If we are to believe this, then by definition, Mimikyu is a convergent evolution of Pikachu, because both were put under the pressure of becoming more and more likable to the trainers around it, resulting in a change of appearance that makes both resemble one another despite having no close origin or relationship.